Hi everyone, today we are repotting this Cattleya orchid. This is a Cattleya Chien ruby, red apple. Usually, we don't repot orchids during blooming. However, it has been sending out blooms one after one for many months. So I don't mind losing the blooms after repotting. This orchid has grown in this pot for a few years. We can see that some roots are growing outside the pot. There are also some dry pseudo-bulbs. Here we can see that some roots are not growing into the sphagnum moss, the pseudo-bulbs are high upon the pot and become thinner. So we want to repot it and give it bigger growing space, and let it uptake the water and fertilizers in the potting media. Soak the potting media first, so that we can remove them easier. After a few minutes, let us remove the old sphagnum moss. The sphagnum moss looks still fine. We can repot it directly into a bigger pot. However, we decided to replace the sphagnum moss, so that the orchid can grow in the same pot longer. Alright, we have removed most of old sphagnum moss. But there are still some old sphagnum moss left between roots. It's fine to ignore it. This is the new pot, a little bigger than the old pot. This pot is designed for orchids. The structure is different from normal pot. We can see that it has more ventilation holes, and the center is shallower. Here I fill the new sphagnum moss in the bottom, but not in the center, due to we want the entire potting media dry evenly. Because this orchid has new growths in few directions, we can just put it in the center of the new pot. Now fill in new sphagnum moss around the orchid roots. After repotting, let it completely dry for few days. Because we repotted in a bigger pot, with more potting media, that means the water will be retained in the pot longer. So the watering routine will be different than before. Observe the potting media and adjust the watering schedule. The sphagnum moss must be tight enough to secure the orchid as least. If you enjoy this video, please give it a like, hit share and subscribe. Thank you for watching and I'll see you soon.